you're going to take a half step forward. So we know that a half step means halfway between the span. So this is my half step. And percentage again, because I'm not caught down on my sole. When we sit back, that's when the weight goes to the back. And this is ready to move my front foot, because everything is ready to back. So if you can watch this again, this is 50-50, right? I'm in the middle. I take my half step forward. I come back on my toe, but in order to get to my heel, I have to sit back. This is the only way you can sit back. In other words, you cannot take your half step forward and say, this is my sit back. This is my sit back, because the weight is all brings to back. Moving on, the front foot has no weight or hardly any weight. You're going to have to lift it up to change that weight, and this is patting your horse. So when you pat your horse, you're patting it in this way, but the movement of the hands are both moving together. So this hand, the left hand that comes palms up, has to shift towards your waist at the same time you're patting the horse. At this point, you're still on your back foot. Now, you're going to cross. You're going to cross at your wrist, keeping both palms in opposite directions. Now, when you step out, you're going to go heel. You're going to use that momentum of draining the weight on the back to help you lift up on your right hand on the outside to allow you to stabilize to kick up. Pull it in. To shift your weight, come up on your right, kicking out, making sure that your heel is directing it, pulling in, dropping gently on your heel, stretching out that back knee, looking through your double punch. The fist of the double punch does not have to be clenched, soft this time. When you pull back now, you pull back and you're on your heel. You're shifting your weight. Remember what I said. When you pivot, you have to take that pivot all the way to 180 or 90 degree. At the same time, you're then lifting left hand on the outside, left foot up, kicking out, bringing it in. This is where I want you to try hard, and it's going to be a challenge for a lot of you, is that after you kick out with your left, I want you to be able to give me this before you give me this. That in my last cloud hand, and I'm going to T-step because I know it's my last one. When I hook it, this hand now, this is where I want to concentrate. It comes closer to my face. Now when you flip and come back out, your foot should be mimicking your hand. Hands are in line, making sure your hook is out, relaxed. Half step forward on your toe. Sit back on your heel, open up your palms. Lift up your front foot, toe down. Pat your horse, shift your left hand to your waist. Cross like you're giving a blow. Open by stepping out with the heel at the same time turning your palms down. Shifting your weight to the front foot, lifting up with your right hand on the outside. Kicking out with your right, using the heel to direct. Down away on your heel. Looking through your double punch. Double punch, making sure that your fists are 6-7 inches apart and looking through it. Sit back so that you're only on your heel. Pivot on that heel. Shift all the way to 180 degrees. Lift up. Right, left hand out, left foot out, then kick. Directing it through your heel. Pulling it in. And this is okay? Because the left kick, the left hand is in line. The right hand is not this way, but more of a, I want to say 180, 160. So the same thing. So the same thing with the right. Let me show you the right and then let's practice it. So the right is like this. Kick out in line, pull in, and drop. And you know when I say drop away from the back foot, it means to step out before you do your double punch, rather than kick out, pull in the same path. You're going to have to step out to do your double punch. Okay? So what out? Half step forward. Sit back. Pat your horse. Step out with your toe. Cross at your wrist. Flip open and palms down. Step out, heel down. Lift up. Cross with your right on the outside. Kick out. Pull in. Drop gently away from the back foot on your heel. Look through your double punch. Pull all the way back. Then pivot that heel foot. Go to 180. Lift up on your left hand on the outside. Kick out. Pull in. Serpent.